Dalglish is at the back of the area, and the one curled in. McPherson gets a touch. And scored! The goal! Mo Johnston of Rangers can make it safe. He's got it! Mo Johnston of Rangers, 2-0 to Scotland.
This for us, of course, is a vitally important game. We could break a barrier here, something that Scotland's never done before, and just to be in the position to do that. And very few people gave us a chance of one even being in the finals, and then once we got here, few people gave us a chance of being in with a chance. Well, we've got that opportunity, and therefore we go into the match on a high, and we'll do our utmost to try and make sure that we get into the next phase.
To the call of the pipes, to the beat of the samba. Two of the most colourful sets of supporters in the world are defying the elements here in Turin tonight. They've been providing the day's sunshine moments, while the weather here in northern Italy has been all too familiar. I'm afraid it's been thunder, lightning, and still we've got torrential rain. Very good evening. Scotland needing a point to be virtually certain of reaching the second phase of the World Cup finals for the first time. And that means they've got to be the equals of Brazil. Ian St John, is it a case of your head telling you one thing and your heart another?
Well, of course. I mean, this is a fixture that we look forward to right from the draw was made. Scotland against Brazil. It's always a marvellous occasion. I think Brazil, the Scots favour Brazil more than any other team in the world. You know, they're the second team. And as you can tell with the atmosphere in here today, everybody's loving it. Real carnival atmosphere on the way to the ground. But when it comes to the football itself, I think you've got to say that Brazil have too many good players for us.
All right, well, there is a set of results that means Scotland could go through even if they lose, but that's far too complicated, far too unlikely, Nick.
Indeed. Elton, thanks a lot. We'll be looking ahead to tomorrow's crunch games for England and the Irish Republic in Group F. Absolutely deadlocked, no wins so far, and only 4 goals scored. Gary Lineker got the first of those, but will he be fit to face Egypt? Gary joins us live at half-time. And is Happy Jack losing his cool? More fireworks today at the Irish press conference. But for the moment, it's all eyes on Scotland. What's the message tonight,
Well, there you are, mate. Better late than never. Plucky Jim will be Andy's handyman against Brazil. And a month ago, you got to remember, Nick, that Jim's life was in ruins, wasn't it? Dropped from the Cup replay. And better late than never. 1 month, and he could be the hero of the nation.
I hope he is, Jim.
Keep a clean sheet. That's all you got to do, Jim, lad. Keep a clean sheet.
OK, that's the message. Back to you, Elton.
I'll bring Greasy a decent T-shirt back from Italy, I promise you, Greasy. Well, spirits here in Turin have been higher than the clouds for the best part of the day. Bedraggled the Scots may be, downcast, they're certainly not. Here's Hazel Irvine.
The Tartan Army has converged on Turin in such numbers that special screens have been put up in the city so that those without tickets can see the game. The mood is good-humoured and optimistic, though the odds are against the Scots off the pitch as well as on it.
We anticipate about 10,000 of the crowd will be our own, but, you know, 10,000 Scotsmen can sound like 50,000. So it'll be a bit of a competition off the park as well as on it.
Scotland have never been beyond this stage and have never beaten Brazil. To make history on 2 fronts, we must repeat the pressure tactics which overwhelmed the Swedes.
Somehow I don't think it will be as frantic, and that's simply because the Brazilians won't want to play that kind of game, and they'll want to keep possession and build the thing carefully and play it at their tempo, and it'll be up to us to try and dictate the pace as best we possibly can.
Chance to make history, you don't think that's even more added pressure to the players?
No, you can look at anything in terms of pressure, but you can also look at it in a positive way. It's a positive challenge.
Sebastião Lazzaroni isn't quite so philosophical. If ever there was a man under pressure, it's the Brazilian manager. He and his squad are under a media microscope. Even team talks at their training ground in Asti are broadcast live to the avid millions back home. What would